Well, good morning. It is 5:32 on Saturday. The loons are up, and so am I. I am going to head over to the Blueberry Trail because I do not have a view of the sunrise. Supposedly there's some nice lookouts there, and see if I can get some sunrise shots before breakfast. Good morning, loons. Kind of scoured the lake for some moose. Haven't seen anything. I did see a beaver, but he ducked under before I got a shot of him. So I am here at the Blueberry Trail. I'm going to pull up the canoe, or maybe just tie it to the tree here, and check out the trail. I don't want to get my ankles bitten off, and I had to step in the water. I can't get off my site without stepping in the water. I was actually up to my thigh. So I brought my hiking shoes to switch into because I don't want my ankles getting eaten up. Alright, here we go. Straight up she goes. They weren't lying about this trail going uphill. It's super steep. It's a lot of work first thing in the morning without breakfast. Oh, and the bugs are, they're here. They are here today. It's a good one. Oh, it's definitely leg day in Temagami. All I keep thinking is, thank God it's not a portage. The crazy spider on the tree. Move, spider. He stopped. I've come up all that so far. And still going up. This is gradual, at least. My first blue blueberries I've seen since I've been here. They were all green when I was out at Canada Day, and I thought, they gotta be blue by now. But on my campsite, there aren't any blueberries. There's bushes, but there's no blueberries. Well, my GPS is saying that I'm almost at the end of the trail. Something I really, really love about this trail is that it's marked very well. There are lots and lots of markers. So the Blueberry Trail is in a red pine forest, which is apparently very rare. And they're just gorgeous. I'm almost at the end. So let's see if we get a look at. There's a nice breeze up here, but it is so hot. I am sweating bullets, and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Can't imagine how hot it's going to be later, and there's not even any sun out. Oh, here's a beautiful view. Oh, look. Oh, the 100-year-old tree marks the end of the trail. I might be doing that on my bum. It's not the first time today I've done that. Well, I have made it back safely to my canoe. It's about 6:45, and very glad I have my bug gear on because it was very buggy in there. Just out here doing a little fishing. Let's go. Ugh, glad to be away from the bugs. Took took a while after I left the trail for them to dissipate. Still probably have a few in my hair. Look at my braids today. I couldn't handle it. It was so hot. It's still hot. It says on the Weather Network it's 18. Feels like 18, but I don't believe it. It feels like 30 out here. It's super hot. It's been hot all night. It was so hard to sleep. I didn't sleep in my sleeping bag at all, which is very strange for me. Not one single bite so far. Go over to the wetlands, as they called them. Moose check. No moose. Well, I've been out here fishing for a while and no luck. Had a couple of bites, nothing crazy. And just went by and talked to Dan and his friends over there at the other campsite. Just met him through Instagram the other day, and they were fishing as well. Two of the guys were. No luck either. A visitor right by my tent. Bye-bye. Well, because I was a big dummy and I forgot an extra bottle or canister of fuel, I have to make a fire to make my breakfast on this morning. So, not a big deal. Just made a little fire. I've got my grill up there already, and just have to cook up 2 eggs and toast my English muffin. I've got some bacon already cooked. I was going to make hash browns, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm going to think about it. I might still make them. I am pretty hungry, and I did bring that little potato all the way out here, so we'll see. Alright, well, I decided to make the hash browns. What I did was I just took a really small potato I had, peeled it, and then shredded it with the cheese grater and put it in a little bit of oil. I'm going to put some garlic powder on it and some salt, and then I'm just going to let it fry up while I make my eggs. I put the English muffins on already a bit ago, and they're toasted. So, beautiful. Just have to make the eggs and heat up the bacon. Alright, well, my hash browns are a nice golden brown color. They look beautiful. They smell great. I just put some garlic and some butter, garlic and salt on them. Got my bacon heating up over here. I'm about to take the hash browns out. I'm going to make the scrambled eggs with cheese in the same pan. I cracked the eggs really quickly in the pan and scrambled them fast with the fork, so they look really good, and the bacon's nice and hot, so breakfast is almost ready. Alright, my beautiful big breakfast is ready. I've got scrambled eggs with some cheddar, marbled cheddar cheese, 3 slices of bacon, some hash browns, and 2 English muffins with some berry jam on them. I cannot wait to eat this. It looks so good. Here's my view while I'm having breakfast. It is a beautiful day in Temagami. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, that didn't last long. Wow, was that ever good? I think I need a nap now. There goes Dan and his friends. They're gonna go hike the old growth trail. I'm heading over there too, but I gotta wait a bit until my breakfast clears. Alright, I've cleaned up my breakfast dishes, did a little stuff around camp, and it's about 10:15, and I'm going to head over to the Old Grove Trail and check that out. Well, I have located the portage into Dalton, which is also where the Old Grove Trail starts. I see the guys are here. Both of their canoes are here. Probably just going to have to tie mine to a tree stump or something. I just tied the canoe to some branches that are hanging in the water from a downed tree, so that should be good. Hopefully that's out of the way for when they come to put their boats back in the water. Alright, so apparently the aluminum portage sign that's here, I'm not sure if it's this one, but this is the only aluminum sign I've seen so far. It says, "Stop, did you put out your campfire?" It was put up just after World War II, so this sign has been here forever. That's pretty amazing. Alright, well, let's see what we got. Old growth trail to the right, Dalton Lake that way. Lots of trail markers again, which I love. At least it's a little cooler in here. And it's not as buggy as the other trail was this morning so far. Oh, there it is. It is huge. This is a big tree. Look at that. All the things growing off this dead tree. It's just amazing. It's just become part of the forest floor. Wow. I wonder how many rings this tree has. That's pretty big. Got a very warm lookout over Dalton Lake, I believe. Can't really see much through the trees. This kind of stuff is always easier to see with your eyes. Ooh, little limbo time. Nature's guardrail to keep us from going down the cliff. Alright, we got some poop here. There's quite a lot to see on this trail. Lots of really cool old trees and different types of trees. And there's a map at the start where the loop starts, where you can see all the stuff that you're going by. Like, it explains everything, so that's kind of cool. So you can kind of walk through an area, and then I screenshot the map. I took a picture of it, and then whenever I got to an area that I didn't know what a certain tree was, I would just open up the map and my photos and see what it said. This is a beautiful, beautiful trail, and it's definitely worth checking out. Some of these trees have been here. Oh, here's the sign I missed. I saw this on the map and I never saw it on the way in. This is this tree. It's 250 years old. I saw one that was 150. I don't think I saw the 250 or 100. So really cool. I was keeping my eye out for that on the way back because I missed it. Indian pipes starting to come out of the ground. It's the first I've seen of it this year. Pretty cool. I think I'm almost back at the canoe. It's 3 o'clock. Almost 3 o'clock. It's about 2:45. And I didn't feel very good when I got back from my hike. I was really, really tired and my stomach hurt and I just didn't feel right. So I took a little lie down in the hammock while it was still in the shade, and I fell asleep, and I've literally been struggling to get myself up for like a while. I just kept waking up and closing my eyes and going back, and I feel like that right now. I had to force myself. So it's really windy here. It's super sunny, super hot again, really nice. And I'm gonna have my lunch. I've got some prosciutto on rye with some moo cheese already on there, and I've got some of these babies to eat with it. So I'm gonna have that. I was a little nervous about eating that prosciutto, so I took it off the bread and I just put some tomatoes on, and I'm gonna have a tomato sandwich. They say that loons take possession of a lake with their partner, and usually each lake has 2 loons on it. I guess that maybe depends on the size, I don't know, but this is a small lake. So earlier I saw what I'm assuming is this loon with its partner, and now since I went for my hike, when I was on the way into the hike, I saw this loon by itself, and now it's still by itself. And it's just calling frantically over and over again, the haunting call, which is that he or she is looking for her mate. Could be chicks as well, but I'm assuming it's the mate because I saw them together earlier. Well, because I ran out of fuel, I have to make sure I have enough wood to boil water. All I have to do tonight is boil water, and all I have to do tomorrow morning is boil water. So I'm not going to be having a fire very long. It's still super hot out here. Well, the loon's been pretty quiet, and I just took a look out on the lake in between processing the wood, and I see the 2 of them are together. They are reunited. So they're also looking down. Maybe they have babies under the water there. I don't know, but very happy that they have found each other once again, although I love listening to them call. Alright, well, it is dinner time once again, and I am starving. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I didn't do much. I spent some time in the water this afternoon. I collected some firewood, and I've been listening to an audiobook. So I got a fire going because I had to boil the water, and I'm happy at how fast it worked. I didn't even get the food bag from the hang. I just left it up there. I was like, nope, just pour 1 cup of water, a little bit. I went a little bit over because I know some of it evaporates, and pour 1 cup of water in the pot, get the fire going, then go get the food bag. By the time I came back, there were already bubbles in the pot. So I brought this spiral pasta with tomato sauce for dinner today. And it says, step 1, remove the oxygen pack. Step 2, add 1 cup of boiling water. Stir and seal pouch. Step 3, let sit for 12 to 15 minutes. Step 4, open and enjoy. So this is just a single serving, which is great for me. And I'm super excited to see how it is. Alright, the water is boiling. That went super fast. And I opened up my packet. I'm actually super surprised. These are big noodles. I like the big noodles. Usually in the freeze-dried meal you get like the little tiny itty-bitty ones, while all the ones I have had that. So I'm really interested to see what this is like. Alright, I set my timer for 14 minutes. And I'm pretty sure it's done. It looks really good. I haven't tried it yet, but there's some meat in there, some tomato sauce, and some rotini, and there is a nice portion. It's not a ton, but it looks like a good amount. Oh, it's so hot out here. I think that's why I was so tired earlier. I think maybe I got a little heat exhaustion. It's really good. So happy. Tomato sauce has a nice flavor. It's not spicy, but it's not bland. And the meat is really good too. And honestly, it tastes like something that I just made in my kitchen today, like just now. It's really, really good. I'm very happy with it. Thanks so much, Randy. I'm excited to try the other ones. Those clouds are actually going this way, and they're mostly behind me. I don't know if I'm gonna see anything from this storm. Well, I'm just sitting here waiting for this storm. I don't know if it's gonna come. It sounds like it's behind me now. The thunder's getting quieter. So I just went out and covered up my firewood. Cheers. And it's 8:20 and the thunder has disappeared. I guess the storm was not coming here. And it's still hotter than Hades out here. And after a few hours of hiding, the sun has made an appearance again, just as it's about to go down. It's 9:20 Saturday night, and this is the view from my site on Blueberry Lake in Temagami. There's a couple of little pink strands in the sky, but not really anything too spectacular. I've taken down the bug shelter and put away pretty much everything except for what I need in the morning, and I'm ready to go to bed. I was sitting there reading my book and I was nodding off, so I figured I better get up and get moving and get ready to go to bed. Good morning. It is 5:30 on Sunday morning. It's a little bit cooler right now than it has been, which is nice. And it just sprinkled very lightly in the middle of the night. That was it. Doesn't look like any rain right now. I'm going to get a quick little fire going and boil my water so I can make my oatmeal. And then I'll eat the oatmeal while I'm packing up my tent. It's really, really easy to start fires right now. Because everything is so dry. So if you are having a fire, please make sure you follow all the fire safety rules. Extinguish the fire, make sure you put it out really, really well before you leave the campsite. So for my oatmeal today, I have peach, apple, and dehydrated strawberries in there. And once again, I went to get the bag, and by the time I got back, the water was pretty much boiling. Super easy and quick way to put out your fire. Use the rest of the water that's in your water filter if you have one, and instead of dumping it on the ground, just pour it on the fire. Make sure you put it out well. We don't want any forest fires. Well, I'm just finishing up my packing here at the campsite. Got everything done except the tent, and then everything just needs to be stuffed in the backpack. Another great trip in Temagami. A little different than the other trips that I've done here, but still wonderful. Amazing weather once again, no rain. Well, there was a couple, like a little tiny shower maybe that lasted 15 minutes in the middle of the night, and that was it. Nothing is wet. And I'm heading out to go to the Temagami Canoe Festival today. Looking forward to that. And unfortunately no fish. I did do some fishing, but I didn't catch anything. Great hikes, nice relaxation, lots of naps in the hammock, and some good food. Well, it is 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, and I am just heading through Blueberry Lake to get to the portage into Castles. Almost. Getting in and out of this portage was a bit tricky. This is where I came in. This is the other option. They're both just drops into the water. And this is about as close to shore as you can get because these rocks stop you. And the water doesn't look very deep here, but it's that sucky mucky Muskoka stuff that, you know, you just sink down in it. So I'm going to get this done. This is actually the hardest part of the portage, so not a big deal. Let's get out of here. Bugs have reminded me they're not gone yet. Alright, we're off. I just made it to Castles with the canoe, and beautiful cool breeze coming up the end of the portage. Alright, back we go for the pack. The waterfall. Just reaching the end of the portage with my pack, and the wind is just whistling through my ears up here. Not much I can do about it. Anyways. Yeah, see how calm it is now? Now the wind just like almost stopped here. So, all good. Alright, it is about 10 after 8. And I am on Castles Lake. Oh yeah, I just rounded the bend on Castles and the wind is at my back. Haha! That's awesome. The temperatures have cooled down just a little bit, which is nice. It's been so hot the last few days, and I'm not complaining. I love, love, love the heat. But just like drenched, sweaty, dripping sweat. So it's really nice to feel a little more comfortable out. I'm going to keep paddling gently because I don't need to paddle hard here, which is amazing. And I should be back soon. Put the canoe up on the car. I'm going to change and clean myself up a little bit. Maybe find something to eat, and then I'm going to head over to the waterfront to check out the festival. So I will see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I think I'll be back in Temagami either next weekend or I think the weekend after is the August long weekend already. Time is flying by. I'm working on a big loop. I've got 2 that I've got in the works. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet, so we will see. But I will keep you posted. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. I appreciate your support.